Alright, so in this, I was gonna say episode. In this video, we're gonna be making tortillas, some electric tortillas. Starting off with 2 cups of white spelt flour, and then I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of salt, sea salt. Then I'm adding in 1/3 of a quarter of avocado oil. Sometimes we use grapeseed, but mostly avocado oil because it's great for high heat. And as you can see, I'm just kind of like slowly pouring it in while I'm just mixing up the flour. This is like the simplest tortillas that you can ever make. There's only 4 ingredients in it. One of it is water. So like this is like great from when I'm in a bunch and I don't feel like cooking because I don't really consider this to be cooking. But when it starts to get all crumbly, kind of like what you can see here, you want to start adding in the water bit by bit and then really start mixing that in. I like to do it this way because if you add all the water in at one time, it kind of like you'll have one side of the dough mad moist and then the other side kind of still dry. It's weird because it has the oil in it, but it's just not what I'm looking for. So now you want to go ahead and mix the dough so that all the water and everything is thoroughly incorporated. It starts off very sticky at first. It's sticking to my hands and everything. I have to roll it off. But you'll know that the dough is ready when it's no longer sticking and it's very smooth and moist. Nice, smooth, moist dough. And you want to pop off a piece and then turn it into like a little cylinder disc. And then I'm going to go ahead and start rolling it out. I like using a glass cup to roll out my dough. I have a rolling pin, but it's huge, I feel like, for the size of the tortillas that I'm making. So we have some glass cups and I've been using those lately. And I feel like it's so much easier to use, especially since, you know, the counter is being taken up with other stuff. And you want it to be very flat and you want it to be very thin. And then you just want to lay that down on a hot skillet. I like to have it on like a medium heat a hot pan. I like to leave it on medium heat. And, you know, you see that? You see that flip? You see that? You see that brown? Ooh. You want to do a minute on each side. If you see that it's turning brown too fast or starting to burn, then you want to turn down your stove a little bit. I like to do that. I like to turn it down a little bit just to make sure that I'm not burning it faster than it could cook. Don't you have to go to work? Damn, I wanted to make bad decisions while you weren't here.
Well, you can make them. I just won't say nothing until tomorrow. Not energy.
That hurt my stomach. And that's it. This was a very quick tortilla recipe. So easy, so tasty. We be busting these things down.